What comes to your mind when you look at this image? It is just a bunch of women sitting around and having a photograph clicked, right? But what if I told you that this photograph is actually worth $8.3 billion? Would you believe it? Obviously, you wouldn't. You'd be like, what's so special in this photograph? It's just a normal one. But the truth is, the people in this photograph, these 20 women, actually created an industry worth $8.3 billion today in the United States. Are you excited? Do you want to know more about how this all began? Then stay till the end, because in the end of this video, you'll know the full story of how these women used curiosity to create an $8.3 billion industry. Now we'll move on to the video, in which today we'll talk about the power of curiosity and how you can also leverage curiosity to change the world and change your life like these women did. Let's dive in. What just happened? All of your interest went right into a simple, insignificant, and normal photograph of some woman. By just adding one simple fact of $8.3 billion, your interest peaked. You were like, oh my god, I want to know who these 20 women are. You were curious. You're like, what did they do? How did this happen? How did it all transform? These questions are racing through your mind, and you are actually being curious. That's what we want to understand, how to become of more and more. We need to become more curious and understand and question things more and more so that we can develop and grow more. But before that, we need to understand what curiosity actually means. We hear this word a lot. We hear it so much that we should be curious, we should know more things, we should ask questions and all. We hear all of these things. But what actually does curiosity mean? In simple words, curiosity means having an inquisitiveness, enthusiasm, and joy and all for learning and doing new things. When you ask questions, when you are a child and you see something new, maybe a new toy, you're fascinated by it, you are inquisitive about it, you are curious about it, and all those things just get combined, and that's what curiosity means. It is being inquisitive and enthusiastic about learning and discovering new things. In our ancient Vedic philosophy, curiosity is defined as the root of all knowledge. Yes, curiosity is the root of all knowledge, because until and unless we are not curious, we won't ask questions, we won't dig deeper into different things, and we won't understand things better and improve in our lives. So, being curious is very important, and this is what curiosity means. Now, we know that being curious is important, it helps us grow, it helps us do so many things. But how is all of that applicable in our lives? Thomas Edison is a perfect example of this. He would have seen his surroundings that people use oil lamps. That's the tradition that goes on from a long and long time. He says that people do this. People take those lamps, people put oil in it, people start burning that, then they put it up in those things and then they hang them up. That's what people did to light their rooms and light their houses in the dark at night. He thought, what if I can change that? What would happen if I could bring new technology and if I could change this thing and bring electricity in? He had that question, he had that curiosity, and that what if I could do this? That led him to create the light bulb, and today we cannot imagine our lives without it. Henry Ford is another great example of this. He thought, what if I could improve on transportation and make people's lives easier? He did not think that, oh, people just use horses, that's the way it works, what can I even do? That's how it works, that's how it will continue to work. But he thought, what if I can change this? What if I develop a new thing and do this and do that? And he came up with the Ford motor car. That thing revolutionized the entire transportation industry, and today again we cannot imagine our lives without that. These were a few things that how curiosity is important, because these people use curiosity to improve on their lives and help human race move forward. We need curiosity to continue innovating, to continue doing new things, and to continue progressing towards better and better. Without curiosity, nothing would progress. We wouldn't question our existing traditions, our existing ways to do some things, and we won't go on the unconventional path to improve on things and do better. That's what curiosity is, and that is why it is important. Now, you may be thinking, I actually don't think like Edison or Henry Ford. I just continue living my life like a normal person, that this is how it works and this is how I'll do it. Is there something I'm missing? Is there something missing in my life? Is curiosity missing in my life? The truth is, yes, curiosity is missing in our lives. As adults, our curiosity actually decreases, and as children, we are more and more curious. One study found that an average 4-year-old asks 300 to 400 questions a day. As children, we are all naturally curious. We ask our parents, why is that? What is that? Why is the sky blue? Why are trees green? We have so many different questions. And then our parents are like, okay, this is that. Our parents sometimes just get annoyed and say, stop asking questions. It happens. We just have so many questions bubbling that our parents can't even answer them, and it's not their fault that they tell us to stop. And then we start thinking that maybe asking questions is not good. In school, at first we are encouraged to ask questions. Our teachers say that you should ask your doubts, whatever question you have. But many times if we ask too many questions, why is it? Why is that? Our teachers complain to our parents, this child asks too many questions. He is a little bit too nosy. He just doesn't understand everything properly. Those things in our society discourage curiosity, and the naturally curious children we ask so many questions. We like to take things apart. We like to see what is it. Whenever we get a new toy, whenever we meet something new, we are always curious to find out how it works, what happens, and all of that then combines together, and then that defines our curiosity. But as we progress in our society and as we grow through all of these different things, our curiosity starts to decline and go down and down and down. It should not happen that way though. Our curiosity should instead go up, and we should be encouraged to ask questions. That is not what happens. And in the end, one study also proved that an average adult asks about 20 questions a day. Can you see the difference? 20 questions on one side and 400 questions on one side. It's unimaginable. All of this difference is caused because we are becoming less and less curious, and it just isn't happening the right way. We are told not to ask questions, not to question whatever is happening, and that affects us badly, and that does not let innovation grow. We need to start being curious again. How can we do that? How can we become curious? That's what we'll discover now. To reignite curiosity, you need to become a child again. It's that simple. In our Upanishads, it is written that to go beyond the common knowledge and to go to profound knowledge, you have to let go of what you have learnt, adopt childlike curiosity, become silent on inside, and that is how you will get on the path to profound knowledge. That is the importance of having childlike curiosity. People who had curiosity sent us on moon. NASA has sent the Hubble telescope, and it has opened so many different things for us to see, all out of curiosity, because they wanted to see what the universe was like, what was beyond our visible eye. That is what they wanted to see, and with the Hubble telescope, with their initiatives, they were able to do all of that. You need to become a child again and ask questions openly. No one is there to dictate whether your questions are good or bad or unnecessary. Ask any kind of question, whatever comes to your mind. If someone else answers it, great. If someone else doesn't, Google it. Let your curiosity prosper. Let your curiosity grow. And that is how you will develop new things, you will grow, and you will achieve much more success in life. Albert Einstein said, the important thing is to never stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reasons for existing. That is very important. As he said, you should never stop questioning. Ask questions like a fanatic, ask questions like a crazy person, but ask questions. Asking 300 to 400 questions a day may seem a lot. Start by asking 50 questions a day instead of 20. It won't be difficult. If you believe in yourself, if you think you can, then you will be able to do it. But if you are like, I don't know if I can do this, I am not sure if I can do this, if you ask these kind of questions, you won't be able to do it. Just keep on asking questions, keep going right in and ask what if. Instead of saying, I can do this or I can't do this, ask, what if I can do this? See how the statement changes? Instead of just doing the definitive thing like I can or I can't, you are like, what if I can? You are creating a possibility. You are actually creating an opportunity for yourself to grow, learn, and succeed and to innovate. Ask this question. Whenever you come across a new thing, ask, what if I can do something like this on my own? What if? What if? Keep this repeating in your mind and you will become a curious person. Also remember, you just don't have to keep on asking what if. You also have to take action on that what if. If you don't do that, it won't be of any use. So you need to ask these kind of questions, try to find answers. And if you discover something new, something completely different, all those efforts will be worth it. Don't just Google the answer or try to find that, okay, this is the answer and I'm done here. Go beyond what's actually required. Go beyond those things. Go beyond those boundaries. Use your mind. Think of how you can come up with different permutations and combinations to do something. The important thing is to know the question and discover the answer, not just know the answer itself. This distinction is also very important. If you know a problem, you know a question, and you then transform it into an answer, it would be much more fulfilling, much more deep, and your curiosity would start igniting again rather than just finding the answer right away on Google. These are a few ways you can become curious. And as I said, you have to become childlike. So don't worry about taking things apart. My brother, what he used to do is that in his childhood, whether it was like some old used electronic that's not working anymore or a remote controlled car or something else, he would try to just get his hands on it and open it up and see what's inside. That was his curiosity. He was very much into mechanical and these kind of things, and today he's learning graphic designing, he's improving on that, and he's also become a professional video editor. His curiosity led him to that stage, and that curiosity is now helping him build much more and grow much more. So that is what you have to do. Don't be afraid of taking things apart, discovering what's actually inside, what makes different things combine. Ask as many questions as possible and your curiosity will grow. Do you remember the image I showed you at the start? Do you want to learn more about it, and are you curious to know how just 20 women created a whole industry on their own? Those 20 women were Vietnamese refugees who came to California after the Vietnam War. They were at a refugee camp known as Hope Village, where they were taught different kind of skills, and actress Tippi Hedren at that time in 1975 came there to volunteer. These 20 women adored and saw her beautiful, long and polished red nails, and they asked out of curiosity, what if we can have those? They did not have any job, they did not have any certainty of living, and they were refugees in a foreign countries, and they did not know how to speak English. They had all the excuses, they had all the different difficulties that they could have named to not go beyond, not go for that, not follow their curiosity. But they did. They talked to Tippi Hedren. They asked her about her nails, and all that was going on their mind was, what if we could do this as well? So what Tippi Hedren did was, she found that they were very interested, and she asked her personal manicurist whether she would teach those women or not, and she agreed. In about 8 or 10 weeks, all those 20 women became professional manicurists because they understood all those techniques and all they needed was a official license to start their own manicure and nail salons. So they did not know the language though. They were not proficient in English and all the tests were in English. How could they do that? Again, they did not let that limit them. And they actually learned the language, they got into it, and just within the next 8 weeks, they all passed the test and became professional manicurists in California. All of them then went to different places and seeked jobs with that new license in their hands. And that is how they started a $8.3 billion industry. One by one, they came to know that they built their own salons. Then the next refugees that came, they taught them, and the cycle continued until now that 51% of Vietnamese Americans dominate the nail and manicure industry that is now worth $8.3 billion. So now you know the complete story behind how one single photograph that seems so insignificant, that seems so random, actually is worth $8.3 billion. In the same way, if you ask what if you challenge the status quo, if you think differently, if you plan differently, and if you aim to live a different life you make out of curiosity, you will change the world just like these 20 women changed the nail and manicure industry. Now, what I want you to do is type down any question that comes into your mind right now in the comment box. So this is the kind of practice we are doing together. Write down any question in the comment box and let's see if we can answer them as a community and start igniting our curiosities. That is your task right now. And so do subscribe to this channel, like this video and share this video as much as possible so that we all can become curious. And who knows, this video, which may seem so insignificant like that photograph, also starts a revolution, and the people who watch it, me and all of us who watch this, can actually build another $8-10 billion industry or anything by just being curious. The possibilities are endless, everything is unlimited, and you have the fullest potential to do all of these things. All you need to do is ask questions, ask what if I could do this, and go for that. Take action, and your curiosity will lead you to change the world. Thank you very much for watching.